Okay, so this is for Scottman 5044. I believe he's Diamond 3 in the Discord. The first thing I don't really like are the settings, but I'm not gonna get after that too much. I might upload this to ball chasing just to see. Okay. I mean, that bump is unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. What can we do here? What happened? Okay, so you see that ball pop up in the air? I would say go for this. Boom. You're in a good spot. Let's see what your teammate did. Just a bot. So he's coming around. Alright, so we just get to work on some air control for everybody. That's just car control, air control, things like that. Not a huge deal. That just takes time and effort. But this one, Scott, what I would do is go there and just work on your car control and your air control, your aerials, so that you can go for that. That's just training time. See, that aerial was harder than that other one. As far as I'm concerned, here, you're done with this. Don't go for that. The likelihood of you doing something that is going to lead to you scoring or your teammate scoring is very low. Just let your teammates go. Okay. Here you have 95 boost. You just pick up that boost. Stay in the play. Stay closer. If you had stayed close, that would have been a goal by you, but instead it was a goal by your teammate. Just stay in the play here. There's no threat of a big clear right now, so you can stay, or at least like give yourself the opportunity instead of going back before you don't know what's happening. So the name of the game is staying in the play. Go away, go away, go away, go away. Okay, that worked out. Stay with that ball. Practice going up the wall. So here, know what that ball is going to do. You see that? It pops up. There. Go, like, you might be uncomfortable doing that right now, and you got to get more comfortable doing it. Nice. In this kind of a situation, get up there faster. Be ready for that sooner. And good job finishing. Good kickoff. All right, so you got to work on your touches. So you want to get to a point where you can turn on this, and that's a powerful shot on net. In the air, on net. Okay, I just want to mark this. because that's a really good shot to practice. Take control of this ball, dribble it. So just catch it and take control. Okay, okay. Nice try. I like what you're trying to do here. And it's a good effort. Okay, so here you're chasing after the ball. When you're chasing after the ball, you're basically not in the play. You're not doing anything there. You're basically, you know, just chasing after the play, hoping something will happen where you can touch the ball, and you have 0 boost. So now you're completely out of the play. Your teammate saved you. So instead of chasing after the ball here, go back over here, create space in between you and the ball, and then you're ready. And see what your teammate did, and this is not a good rotation. Either of you. What did he do? Oh, so he tried to get that. That's fine. Okay. He did a good job of getting the pads, and then he rotates into the middle of the net. Like, okay, I'm in the net. I'm ready. However, just like I talked about with somebody the other day, look at how much of the net he's giving up. He can't defend all of this that's behind him. The only part of the net that he's really defending is this part. So let's just say they weren't all in the corner together in this position. If he gets a good center over your teammate, you're pretty much screwed. And your rotation again, if we come back here and watch you rotate, if you come this way, if you rotate through this way and you come back post, look at how much more opportunity to build momentum, to do something you have from here. Like, you can challenge that ball from here now, get a good clear, and be a part of the play instead of lagging behind the play the entire time. Huge difference. Huge difference. Okay, let's keep going. So it's all about patience and positioning yourself well. Okay, for challenges, keep control of your car. Once you jump here, the only thing that you can do is flip. And you really don't know exactly how look at how you're coming into the ball there. There's not a whole lot that you can do here, except for hit the ball into the wall. And you just completely miss. So now your teammates are in, at best, a 2v3. And I think Dan is missing right now. He did the same thing. So now you're in you got a guy in a 1v3. And both of you are watching other people play Rocket League. Easy bump, and that's that. I mean, this guy didn't even have to do anything. Like, all he had to do was basically drive forward. You guys took yourselves out of the play. If anything, something the job of the first man is to make this guy give up possession. You don't really even have to jump. You just have to drive at him and make him make a decision. That's your job, is to make him make a decision to try and give up possession or get into a 50-50. Like, look at you from his point of view. You didn't even exist to him. He couldn't even see you. He did not even, like, know you were there. And I'm being harsh, and that's just the way that it is. Like, looking at that from the other person's perspective, you did not even make him do anything. This is another great example of this. Look at this challenge. He just drove by the ball and hit it into his opponent. So again, here, your net really isn't under any major threat. There's no reason that you have to go across the field to try and get that touch. And also, this turn by your teammate, not the best decision. He also, if anything, could have just stayed right there. But you could have been a lot more effective had you just come back to net. So instead of driving all the way down there, if you come right here, and something happens, then you can go out here, and luckily they miss, right? But if you just come to net, you have a lot more space to work with. And I'm pretty sure Scott rotated again right in the middle of the net. Or Dan so slow. Okay, so he does this again, right? He rotates into the middle of the net. And if that guy had shot that ball on target behind him, game over. That's a goal. So back post, very simple, and will improve your defense light years. Oh, please. Nice. Good patience. Okay, so this is... I don't know if this is... I don't know if that's your camera settings or just you. I can't tell if you're in the ball camp, I guess. So staying behind the ball here is definitely something to practice, so that you can get a good touch on that. Get closer. Wait, okay. All right. Okay. All right, cool. Goal. Okay, so here's another opportunity for you to work on just like gaining control of the ball. You don't want to backflip there. Just gain control of the ball and dribble it back to your back wall. Because then you can air dribble it, you can take it out of the corner. There's a lot of things that you can do. Okay, so as soon as you turn here, you're throwing off the rotation because, well, okay, so as soon as you turn back in, you're throwing off the rotation because I will bet you $20 that you have a teammate right behind you that is wanting to go, and now that you've turned back into the play, you've thrown a cog into the rotation. Yes, look. Right there. You have a teammate that's ready to go, but because you decided you wanted to turn because you want to try and hit the ball, you've thrown all of that off. So he goes, you come into the play. That's fine. Just a bot has a lot better positioning that you do to now challenge if he had come in. And what do? You just drive into the ball, and basically your opponent uses you as a pinching mechanism to get the ball all the way from their side of the field onto your side of the field. So if you are going to challenge this, which you can, because, I mean, just a bot should be going into the play here, not driving. If you ever find yourself just driving left and right, east and west on the field, then you're in a bad position. The game is north and west. If you're just going east and west, no, the game is north and south. If you ever find yourself just driving east and west, you're throwing off the rotation and you're not doing anything. So get into a different position. Like if you're just going back and forth, get yourself into a reset position where you have the opportunity to be ready for a clear, a pass, or to get ready for a future challenge. Because if you're just driving back and forth, then you're not doing anything. And you're just throwing everybody else off. So you drive back into the play. If you're going to do this, then make it a good challenge. Like jump into this ball, know what he's going to do, jump into it, and create a 50-50. Don't just drive and let him pinch the ball off of you onto your side of the field. And honestly, that looks like it's on target. Yeah, so that, wow, good save. Good save by him. So that creates a shot, and you guys are all confuddled, and it does turn into a goal. Okay, so here's another good thing for rotation. He gets the save. The best thing for you to do, okay, so both of you guys kind of do goofy stuff here. The best thing for you to do probably is at least drive towards the back post so that you know where everybody's at. And, I mean, he just completely takes himself out of the play. Because he doesn't know what's going to happen. He doesn't know where the ball's going to go. He doesn't know where anybody is. And he just kind of like drives around without knowing anything. Don't drive around if you don't know what's going to happen. Put yourself in a position where you have the best opportunity to do something, right? Okay, so let's think about this physics-wise. The ball is headed in this direction, very much towards the net. Dan is going to get this save, right? So based on physics, more or less, the ball is going to come in this way, and then it's going to bounce out that way. So just a bot and you can be of the mindset that, okay, I don't know exactly where this is going to go, so I'm going to come in this way so that I have the best opportunity to follow this ball wherever it goes. If you come in this way as opposed to this way right at the ball, again, chasing the ball never puts you in the play. You're just chasing after the play. But if you come around here you're going to be prepared for whatever happens next. But Just a Bot drives literally under the ball and again out of the play, because then the ball's behind him, which makes him extremely out of the play. And because you took such a short angle and then turn away from the ball, you're basically out of the play as well. What would have served you better is coming right here if you wanted to be in net and wait to see what was going to happen. If you had come here, you could already be challenging this shot. And say the shot still gets off and you're right here, then you come right over here. Nice, easy save across the net. Now, do you almost save this ball? Totally. You got really close. And might you have gotten closer if you were just sitting across the net? You could have built your momentum. You could have been in one place, because right here you're going against your momentum. You went all the way back in the net, and you have to create momentum in a completely different direction. I hope you can see the difference in that. I mean, all things considered, again, this is work about doing the best that you can to always make productive touches. Very threatening touches towards the net. In this situation, if you're able to get this ball on net with a little bit more power, that would probably be a goal. Same thing right there. And I don't know if it's your settings. I mean, again, I don't necessarily know that I like your setting. I wouldn't. So maybe a settings shift might be supportive for you. I don't know. Right now, something that you're doing a lot of that I've seen multiple times is you driving by the ball and then hitting it not in the direction that you want to hit it. Like right here, you drive by it and then you just kind of hit it errantly off to the side, and it almost turns into a goal again. So instead, you want to be turning on that ball and hitting it down towards the opponent's net. And this is something that I'm working on as somebody that's trying to get GC. Like, you build that skill for yourself and you will move up the ranks very quickly. That was almost a good... I mean, it was a little slow. It just doesn't seem like you're very confident in the air and like going into the air and things of that nature. So doing that in free play is going to help you tremendously. Take some time in free play and just jump at the ball and go for it from weird angles, like as quickly as you can, and just get used to getting into the air. More air time will serve you a lot, because it just screams not confident. Okay, so turning into the ball there, hesitation in Rocket League doesn't work. That little hesitation, each of those slowed you down. That led to that goal. And in Diamond 3, it's always more practical to go back to net than anything else, because basically you win games by getting scored on less. The other team is going to make mistakes in Diamond 3. So just wait for those mistakes and then take advantage of them when they are given to you. So what I'm seeing a lot in your game right now as well, like, look at where you're lined up. So you're facing this direction. This is going to take a little time to get back to, but I think it's important. Okay, so when you start going for this, so you jump facing this direction. You're facing this direction. You're headed this way. The ball is over here. And I can't remember if I saw, but you either like pull out of this jump immediately or it's not going to be good. Okay, so you just try and jump to hit it. You try to use your dodge. So, and this is something that I'm working on as well. So, and of course the angles and the details are a little bit finer, and making sure that you're like in line with the balls that you're trying to go for is so important. Like you're creating so much energy and momentum in a certain direction that is not where the ball is, that the likelihood of you getting a good touch, especially when there's an opponent much closer to the ball, like this just isn't a good challenge. Because you're going to get beat to the ball more than likely. You're not facing the right direction. And if anything is going to come out of that, it's just going to be a iffy 50-50. And what is... And I think... I mean, also, unfortunately, your teammate was just kind of... I mean, this shouldn't be a goal. There's no reason for him to be up that far. This is not where a third man should be in this kind of a situation. I mean, he should definitely be, like, back here. Or at least, like, somewhere facing this direction so that he can clean this up. This should be easily cleaned up. This I mean, outside of what you did, you know, this should not have been a goal. He's kind of just driving up here, not having any idea what's going on. And I think he's like anticipating what's going on, and there's a way to like anticipate and be ready, and this is just like errantly driving forward. And that's like, it almost doesn't feel like a mistake, and it's a big mistake because you're, by like playing the game by like, oh, I'm watching what's going on, I'm going to be ready, but driving forward, you're taking yourself out of position and you're creating an empty backfield that can lead to, you know, a goal like that. And that's where just like playing better Rocket League or consistent Rocket League, you know, leads you to winning more games that you wouldn't necessarily look at. Okay, so this, I mean, I know this isn't you. This is probably 8 out of 10 times when you just hit the corner, the ball into the corner again, is a turnover. Look, they have two people on the net, or on the back wall. They bump each other. Oh gosh, please don't go in the net. Okay, that's going in the net. Dang it. So, like, what he should do here, let this bounce, get a little bit closer, let it bounce, and dribble that into the middle of the field. At least then you can go for a 50-50 or something like that instead of just giving the ball away. Don't give the ball away. Okay, so again, you're just kind of driving and watching the ball. and you're not, and then you put yourself in a position where you can't really do anything. And this might be beating a dead horse, and I want to say it again. If you follow this line, okay, so I'm Scottman. They get that clear down the field. So you can be right. Oh, well, okay. So Dan So Slow goes over you. Don't put yourself in the net. If you want to be like right here, and he's gonna mess that up, great. Then you can always like give yourself space to do things. You're basically putting yourself in the tiniest little box ever, just being right here. Give yourself some space, come right here, and then when he messes up, bam, clear to the corner, easy. Or even if you're a little bit slower and that guy gets that touch, you're still going to save that coming from over here. So give yourself some space. There in Diamond 3, I would say that you have a better opportunity, or you're always going to be okay with a little bit more space than no space. Like this shot. Okay, so the game is over here. Like as that's happening, just wind around towards the back post a little bit and give yourself some breathing room. Because you know, you just put yourself in the net. And then you have to turn, which a Rocket League car can't turn on a dime, and then the game is over. So yeah. That's what I have to say about that. See, this is even something that I struggle with. So this is what you want to practice. Getting behind this ball and getting it on target. So I get to hit this ball forward, but not that hard. I'm trying to get the pop that you got. So the moral of the story here is don't drive by the ball. Okay, so we're gonna go around, power slide. See, this is something that I struggle with. This is what I've been working on in free play. Like the point of this one is to get to a place where you're turning and getting a nice big touch like towards the net that you can follow. And clearly that's something that even I struggle with. And so like that's better. Would that score a goal? I mean, it depends on where the defense is. But clearly, I'm not. That's better. I would love to see more air on that one. Like that. Like that's even better. And really, that's the focus. And this isn't, I mean, it's a game situation, right? I pulled it directly from a game. And this is a training pack that has unlimited boost. So just like use your resources. And if it were in a game, I'd say, you know, do what you can to, I mean, just do whatever you're able to. It's very situationally dependent, if I can say that. Like, I don't really want to be turning this into like an air dribble situation. Really focus on, for me, this is about right now, it's about getting a really good touch into the air. Like that, that's probably one of the best ones that I've had so far. It's about learning the timing, learning about how to control your car to get that tight angle, and learning how to like read the bounces and what the ball is giving you. And not doing that. I am power sliding. It is definitely difficult to control, and that's why I'm struggling. Because, you know, finding the finesse of that. That's the one thing that I'm really focused on right now, though, is using power slide more to turn fast and gain control of my car again as quickly as possible and create momentum in a completely other direction. I would definitely say it is pretty advanced. While also being able to hit the ball where you want to hit it. See, like right there. Like this is not something that I am able to do well. And so, you know, it's something that I need to practice. So if a Diamond 3 player starts practicing this now, just think about how, you know, how quickly they can advance with everything else if they are willing to put time in on something like this now. And it's about reading the ball. It's about controlling the car. See, look at that. That's what I'm talking about. But that one was on a bounce. That's what I'm looking for. That's the stuff. Okay. That was good. That last one was good. Okay.